now back to the sharing today. Okay, the most important topic today. Now, I think after 2 weeks of number of cases of COVID positive coming down, I think about 2 weeks, right? Today we saw a sudden surge. Okay, I think about more than 6,000 cases of surge of COVID positive cases. So, in view of that, the phenomena, right, we invited one of the panel of the expert, which is who we have today, Dato Dr. Mohd Nazlee, who is a biochemistry expert and also a former CEO of Bioeconomy Corp, okay, Biotech Corp. Him to share with us online today to share about tips to boost immune system. What exactly is the human body's immune system, and how do we enforce this immune system to fight against viruses and bacteria? Okay, now without further ado, I would like to invite, and also I would like all of our friends online who are online today. We have about 20 of you. Now, please, every one of us on Facebook or on YouTube, or if you're watching the recording, please give Dato Dr. Mohd Nazlee a great round of applause over the air over the internet, and welcome Dato Dr. Nazlee. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Mikael, and good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to share this evening, and the topic of presentation, what can you do to boost your immune system? So,
Exactly.
as you know, I'm
Exactly,
also
Dato.
the,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
the
we're talking
deputy.
about the tips to boost our immune system against
Yeah,
viruses.
yeah. And so,
I know part of your work is heavily being involved heavily into the development and production of one of the effective vaccines
yes,
against
yes,
COVID-19.
yes, correct.
Could you tell us a bit more about what your work?
Yeah, so I'm the Deputy Group Managing Director of Solution Group and the CEO for Solution Biologics, and we are the partner for CanSino Biologics from Tianjin, China. And so we are supplying the COVID-19 vaccine from CanSino to the government of Malaysia. And by December, I think we will complete our delivery of 3.5 million doses, single dose vaccine. And we're using a very advanced technology, what we call the adenovirus technology platform, to deliver the vaccine. And I think for us, it's the first time that we handle adenovirus, a recombinant adenovirus. That means the virus is carrying a gene of coronavirus, and a mechanism of how it gets into the body and infects the cells and produce the necessary immune response is quite interesting. And today I think the topic a bit similar, but my main interest is still on bioactive compound. And as you know, we have been dealing with viruses since what?
Since the dawn of age.
Yeah. So those days, no vaccine, okay, and there's no Panadol, and so we've been relying on what we say the people who learn from the plant-based material and the bioactive compounds. But those days we do not know the bioactive compounds. We simply do some try and error, gather some material, boil them, or pounce them and get the liquid out, and then take the liquid. And then in fact I remember there was documentation of I think in the 1800 a British doctor was visiting Malaya at that time, of course, and he discovered about tiger milk mushroom. Later in the future we'll talk about it. So in the past, when we do not have aspirin or Panadol, so what do we take? We took some of this mushroom to help us to get away from all this pain and also diseases, having high fever and all this stuff. Only when the aspirin comes to shore to Malaysia, we forgot all of our knowledge that we developed in the past, and that's very unfortunate. But I think today we want to go back and learn a bit more, but we do it more scientifically approach. And so today we will talk a little bit about boosting our immune system using some of the bioactive compound.
which is
As you know, vaccine is required,
which is
yes, but
yeah,
the
the
problem is this. If you read the numbers, this today you were talking about the number 6,243.
yeah.
Some of those people were being infected was vaccinated. Okay,
Ah, okay.
and some
Wow.
who died, I was reading a record of about 1,000 over people who got who was vaccinated. Unfortunately, passed away. Uh, but because they have some comorbidity, so they have some issues with their health, and so the reaction of this vaccine towards our body also depending on how our body can accept those vaccine and how the development of the immune system to react with the virus. So this is all depending on how our body being you know the condition of our body. So
Reacting.
some people who receive the second dose of vaccine, they have some high fever. Some are okay; they don't even feel anything. So there's a various reaction to it because of the state of our body, and so these are the things that we would like to talk a little bit about it today, and we could share a little bit more about the knowledge on developing our boosting our immune system to help at this condition where according to Tan Sri Noor Hisham, there are now 543 patients in intensive care. 504
Wow.
confirmed COVID-19 positive, 39 suspected of being infected, but in intensive care. So I think this is a biggest concern. This virus is very nasty, and so we have to find a way to develop our defense system to fight these viruses. So vaccine is of course one of them, but it's not the only one. And so today we would like to discuss a bit about our bioactive compounds and how could that help to boost our immune system. So shall we get
All
to
right.
the first
All
page
right,
of my
let's all
presentation
do our
slides?
part. Let's all do our part in fighting this virus. We learn a bit more the correct way of dealing with this virus, and then take care of our bodies. But I think Dato, you brought up a great point that our ancestor, our nenek moyang, they do know some ways. They do know some secrets about the natural remedies in around us, all kinds of leaves or herbs or whatever that can really treat whatever sicknesses that can kena ya kepada kita ya. But unfortunately, with the dawn of with the rise of Western medicines, some of those wisdom has been lost, probably, or has been forgotten, okay, along the way. Now, olive leaf being one of the original medicine being mentioned in the Quran, in the Bible, in all our nenek moyang's wisdoms, is being forgotten.
Because I think our education never talks about it at all. We talk a little bit more about Panadol and when you get sick, okay, take two tablets of Panadol. That's it. So we got used to it, and we kind of forgetting a little bit about what we have been using before. But I think science now coming back to realizing that we need to understand a bit more about the bioactive compounds from our plants that has been around for quite some time, have been used for a lot of cases, and today we would love to learn a bit more about the olive leaf. Okay, so can I share my slides, Mikhail?
Yep. All right. All right. So,
Okay. All right.
let's start.
So if you look at my slides, of course, you can see the coronavirus. I think this is the biggest concern today, and I think we would love to understand a bit more about our immune system, which is very complex. Uh, it's a complex key player in our overall health. You can see there are quite a number of different types of cells in our body that is responsible to fight the intruders. We call it intruders lah, be it bacteria, be it viruses, be it whatever. And so our immune system is coordinated effort by quite a number of cells in our body, and also not only cells but some molecules in our body. And so it's a network of biological processes and organs that work to protect us from harmful bacteria and viruses. We have to have an early warning system when things invading our body, and so, but the virus is also very smart. They are also having their own system to evade our detection system, and so these are the issues. So who is going to be the winner? And so this is the fight between us and the viruses. As you know, the viruses have doesn't have a brain, but they are so smart, and they can mutate and they can change form. Whenever we find a solution to it, they will come back to us with a different ways of attacking our body. So that's how it works. And so just to give you a little bit about science, we got two different types of immune response: the humoral response and cellular response. So what does it mean? So you can see from the humoral response is that if the intruder were to be between the cells, or in our body, in the blood, and so we can detect that and attack those bacteria or viruses through our humoral response. So you would be using antibodies to target, as long as the macrophage and the system, the T cells and the B cells start to be able to recognize the intruder, then our body will start to produce antibodies. Will become an early warning system. So the antibodies will stick to the intruders and giving a warning system to say, hey, hello, we have an intruder. And so then the body starts to fight. Okay. The other component is the cellular response. Now the problem with the virus, they will not be able to replicate, meaning they will not be able to grow unless they have a host. And so the way that they use our cells to produce their bodies, okay, they cannot make their own, so they have to use a host. Now when that happens, we do not know, but our cells will provide some condition to say that I'm sick, and because of that our cellular response will be able to prevent and destroy the virally infected cells. So that's what we call the cellular response. So our immune system consists of two portions: the humoral, which is when the intruders are in our blood, within the cells, and the cellular response, meaning that our system will be able to recognize cells that being infected by viruses. So that's how it works. So it all depends on the vaccine that we produce. Some vaccines can only provide humoral response, but some vaccines can provide humoral response and cellular response. So this is part of the study being made to understand a little bit more about the mechanism of the vaccines. Now, these are the signs of weak immune system when you have high stress levels. So last presentation I did was about stress, and so stress can impact our immune system, and because of high stress level, it can be able to reduce our immune system, and so we got tired, we have a slow healing process, being overweight, frequent fungal infections, we have digestion issues, and road to recovery is extended, and so that is a sign of a weak immune system. So if you see those people who have been in the critical cases are those people who have been having a weak immune system. So today we talk a little bit more about how could aqua olive will be able to help boost our immune system, and what's the secret behind this olive leaf. So this is very interesting. And so to boost your immune system, of course, exercise is very important. Yeah. So daily exercise is one of the aspects that we need to do. Of course, avoid alcohols and cigarettes if you can. Take your vitamins. Of course, against viruses, we have to wash your hands frequently, because the mode of entry of these viruses is through our nostril and our mouth. And so if we wash our hands, because we frequently will put our hands to the area that is easily taking the virus in, you know. So you'll be amazed of how the virus actually being infecting our bodies through these two areas. In fact, CanSino going to release a new vaccine next year. We call it using a nasal spray or using this methodology of getting through the mouth and the nose, where because of the technology that we use, it developed an antibody against infection through the nostril and the mouth. So according to the clinical trial, it shows a very positive result. And drink a lot of water, eat more vegetables, and of course today we talk about a little bit about supplements, which is the olive leaf, and why it's so good to take olive leaf, because of the polyphenols and the compounds that inside the material. As a Muslim, I think you know there's verses in the Quran, watini wa zaitun. So God talks about the fig and the zaitun. So it's been ages, as what Mikhail was talking about. It's also in the Bible, it's also in the Quran. And so today we talk about something that is already inside the Holy Book. But also, if you look at the Mediterranean diet, you can see that those people in the Middle East or the Mediterranean area, they are very healthy. They take a lot of olive oil and olive leaves. And we talk a little bit about immune system and age. Especially for me, like I'm 58 this year, Mikhail, getting older. And so so exercise is important.
Getting younger.
Yeah, exercise is important. I have to keep myself doing some, let's say, brisk walking every day. I made an effort to also do some yoga and making sure that I stretch myself. And of course, my work is basically very stressful, yeah, because I'm dealing with this COVID-19 vaccine, and I have to make sure we deliver. And we are also a partner for CanSino for ASEAN. And so our production system, there's a lot of hiccups here and there, so we have to solve the problem. But I can't just be sitting in my office and trying to solve the problem without doing some exercise. That is dangerous. And so I have to keep my diet properly. And as you can see from here, respiratory infections, influenza and COVID-19 are leading cause of death in people over 65 worldwide. And so this is also very big evidence in the cases that we are looking at, the COVID-19. No one knows for sure why it happens. Scientists are talking about decrease in T cells, possibly from age, producing fewer T cells, but we need to ensure how to improve it. So one of them probably using this olive leaf extract. We hope this will be able to help improve our immune system, especially when we are aged like me. Sometimes we are a bit talking about money, yeah, because you say, to spend more money about buying some of this product. To me, is an investment. Is a very important and I never regret. So throughout my life, is actually I've been taking vitamin C, and I've been taking the olive products, and I feel that if you look me and my brothers and sisters, you see that I'm younger than them. To be honest, but because I think all these years, from 20 over years, I've been constantly taking some supplements, and as you know, Tun Mahathir doing the same thing, and so I don't regret spending some money buying something like this to improve your health. I'll talk a little bit back about this issue. Yeah. So as you know, modern medicine has come appreciate the closely linked relationship between mind and bodies. Stomach upsets and even heart disease are linked to emotional stress. So there are a lot of studies about stress and immune function. So today I'm not talking a little bit about stress, because we have spoken about stress, Mikhail, yeah, and then how to deal with stress. Yeah. And so how do you work on your hormone, and working with Eva. For those of you who have not heard about what we're talking about, maybe you can look at how to reduce your cortisol at night, making sure cortisol only up in the morning. Not to say cortisol is bad, but you have to manage the profile of your cortisol throughout the day. And so these are the issues that we're looking at. And so certain foods may be helpful for boosting the immune system. Okay, there's a lot of debate, and the debate goes on. Some scientific community says, oh, you do not need to take any supplement. Just take good food. But the problem in the modern world today, when you talk about good food, who has the time to go home and cook? Buy fresh vegetable and cook. So you are always buying from the Grab food, and you don't know how the kitchen is doing and cooking your lunch, for example. So you have to supplement that with something that will be able to help and boost up your immunity. So you can't rely totally on whatever you eat for lunch, or mi goreng ke, nasi lemak ke. These are the issues at hand. Always the scientific community will tell you, oh, you don't need all the supplement. Take good food. How many people can do that? And that's also, you can see throughout our society, obesity is still becoming a big issue. But we talked a little bit about how you can use this olive leaf to also manage your weight. So I think this is also interesting for those people who thinks, so losing weight is also part of boosting your immunity. And how do you do that? You probably take some supplement like olive leaves, yeah? So the olive leaf is a staple of the Mediterranean diet. We know, and in the Quran it says many verses about olive. There's Surah An-Nur, I think, if I'm not mistaken, talking about the quality of the olive oil. But the olive is always something which is special, and scientists have studied the potential of this olive leaf to prevent chronic diseases. Research point to low rates of illnesses and cancer-related deaths among populations that follow this diet, what you call the Mediterranean diet. And there are a lot of evidence of the positive and powerful health-boosting benefits of the olive leaf and the concentrated dose of nutrients in olive tree leaves. And okay, this is also another interesting point. Rarely that you find a material that has so many health material inside the source of one single source with about 5 to 6 of active compound coming out from this olive leaf. So this is also to me is very interesting and quite evidence on how this can help to boost our immune system. So I don't have to elaborate more about this aqua olive extract. As Mikhail have shown you some videos of how they use a cold temperature extraction method. And to me, it's also important. I had one time was asked one question. The question was, how do you know the product is good? There's so many products in the market. For example, the question was about Tongkat Ali lah. Okay, how do you know you buy Tongkat Ali is a good Tongkat Ali? Because Tongkat Ali takes 7 years to have the active ingredient. So if you were to harvest Tongkat Ali at the 5th year of the roots, there's nothing inside there. There's no active compound at all. And so they make it into capsules. So you take it, and then you said nothing happened. Of course, nothing happened. There's no active compound inside there. So these are the issues at hand. That's the whole reason why also the industry is having a lot of issues, because there is no standardized body that will say, or this a product from this company has the highest level of active material or all that. But I think aqua olive, you can be assured that the process that they do on low temperature extraction method, that will keep the active ingredient in a very good condition and a very active condition. So that is also important. So the quality of the material being extracted and how being extracted is very important for us to ensure that you get a good premium product coming out of the company.
But the quality, the quality of the extraction of Omni being a household brand, I think that would be with all the testings and all the certificates that we have, that is I think not a concern that
there's the
probably we
evidence.
need. But the problem is against this all the viruses in the past or bacteria in the past and the viruses and variants that we are bound to meet all these new variants of viruses that we meet. Why does alcohol olive or the extracts or which of the extracts that it is able to give our body the ability to fight off all these viruses or bacteria? Can you give us
Yeah,
enlighten us
okay.
with that?
Actually, as I showed to you, our immune system is very complex. So it all depends on our diet, our healthy, whether we're gonna adopt a healthy lifestyle, weight management, and all these issues. So if we take the olive leaf extract, for example, it has quite a number of compound that helps in terms of our biological processes. It has enhanced the optimization of our immune system. So there's also evidence. They have done some clinical work with animal model. It shows quite good of evidence. I have some research paper. I will show it to you. One of the research paper talking about one of the active ingredient in olive leaf. And so this is important evidence to show that there is something inside there. And I still mention this is very important also because if you talk about olive leaf extract, there are quite a number of products out there, but we cannot ensure that every product is the same because it all depends on the extraction method and the quality of it. So this is also important. Before I go back to the article that I talk about, there will be in the next coming slides. But how will olive leaf extract benefit you? So he has evidence of the antioxidant effect of olive leaf extract against Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, which is a memory disease. So this is one of the aspect of the old age and the issues old age, and lowers blood pressure. It helps to lower systolic and diastolic. Systolic means when there's a beat in your heart. Diastolic when there's no beat in your heart. So a normal systolic and diastolic will be 120/80. And so it's found that olive leaf extract successfully lower blood pressure. So somebody like me who have hypertension, it's natural because of my gene. My whole family have hypertension, so this product will be very ideal for people who have hypertension because it helps to lower blood pressure and also treat type 2 diabetics. So it has found that the extract can improve insulin secretion in cells. So the problem with diabetics is that the insulin is not being secreted well and it's erratic, and so that's because of that your glucose level in the blood will be erratic, and that causes a lot of problem in maintaining your sugar blood level. Improve heart health. They believe that it has a positive effect of atherosclerosis, which is a narrowing of the arteries caused by buildup of plaque. High level of LDL or bad cholesterol. And so they have used animal study with the rats, and the rat who took the extract of 8 weeks have significantly decreased cholesterol level. So these are all the evidence, and most importantly also supports weight management. So for those of you who try to lose weight, so not only it helps lowering down the blood
Yes.
pressure, memory disease. So if you want to spend some money for your health, I think spending money on the olive leaf extract is a surefire because it
Worthwhile.
has
Yes.
a lot of benefits. And because in the olive leaf extract we have at least reported 5 different types of phenolic compounds: oleuropein, flavon, rutin, catechin, and hydroxytyrosol. Rutin, for example, quercetin 3-O-rutinoside. It helps in terms of your blood vessels development. Yeah. And there's flavon, the flavonols, and hydroxytyrosol. So you can read, and these are the compounds that provide various aspects of the benefits that I've just mentioned and just now. Just to show you one example from what I have gathered from a research paper, oleuropein, unexpected benefits. Beyond hypertension, oleuropein has been shown to have cardioprotective, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-angiogenic, and neuroprotective functions. and thus may be of therapeutic potential for a variety of human disorder. This was an article published by researchers. And I would say in olive leaf extract, oleuropein is one of the highest compound. Some of the product they will say 20% oleuropein in the extract, and so on and so forth. So you can see that these are some of the things that I would say you would be able to benefit if you were to take olive leaf extract as a supplement. Just to go back to what I have mentioned earlier, of course, your first line of defense is to choose a healthy lifestyle. So one of the good attitude of healthy lifestyle is to take some product like this olive leaf extract, eat a diet higher in fruits and vegetables. So as you know, Mikhail, I'm a vegetarian. I decided to do away with all the meats and seafood. So
For how long you've been a vegan
so I've
for
been
more than a year,
vegetarian
right?
for almost 2 years.
Oh, almost 2 years.
I
Congratulations.
believe the benefits is very high because earlier I was playing golf and I had a problem with my knee. Today I have no more issue with my knees, and I also exercise regularly. I took some supplements, of course. Been taking supplements since I was 20 over years old, and of course maintain a healthy weight. So that's one component. Get adequate sleep, 7 to 8 hours a day if you can. At least 6 hours a day. Of course, the COVID-19 take some measures of washing your hands frequently and minimize stress. So we have talking about stress in the past. I don't have to elaborate more, but that also part of the way of boosting your immune response. And I think lastly, I think the olive leaf extract is a natural source of wellness and therapeutic properties. Protect your digestive system, central nervous system, inhibits microorganism and also viruses, reduce risk of cancer because of the polyphenols, and maybe the next topic we talk about how do you remove free radicals in your body. So that could be one of the subject that we talk about. Anti-inflammatory. So kalau you ada pain in the body itu most of the time is the inflammation, caused by the inflammation. So maybe by taking olive leaf extract, you'll be able to reduce some pain, and also
That's
prevent
right.
oxidation. Yes,
So
Mikhail.
I've been. I did not tell you, right? We were supposed to meet up online last night, but actually last night about yesterday evening I started to have the throat ache. You see,
Mm-hmm.
sakit tekak sebab sejak semalam ya. But so it was painful, whenever I swallow saliva, it gets painful, right? But what do I do is so yesterday night I start to put a bit, okay? I didn't even mix with water, aqua olive, okay? So I just swallow only one teaspoon, swallow and let it. I mean, I'm taking it just like this cough syrup, but of course it's not a cough syrup, but I'm doing it. It gets so much better in the morning. So when you mentioned it, I think it's the anti-inflammatory
Yes.
property
Yep,
that
yep,
aqua
yep.
olive has.
It does have
In just a
anti-inflammatory
couple of
properties.
hours,
Mm.
it immediately reduces all the inflammation in my sore throat.
That's good. Yeah, that's good evidence. So
Yeah.
you have to take this not just to take it for short-term period, then you will not see the benefit.
Exactly.
You may not experience anything because maybe your body is good, but once you stop using it, then a couple of weeks later, then you will feel something different. That's normal if you take some supplement because supplement basically you have to constantly take the product for a longest time period. Then it will start kicking in. Your body will start to gearing off, and we hope to see some improvement. Let's say weight loss, improve your health condition, and of course boosting your immunity. So I think this is a product that you should consider as one of the material that you should use every day. Take some just to get our audience, Mikhail. How many spoonful they have to take this aqua olive a day?
Now it's actually very simple for myself, right? For adults, for grown up, for grown up. I mean, all I do is I take one spoonful, 1 teaspoon, that's about 10 ml. Okay, 10 ml in the morning, 10 ml in the evening. That's what I normally do. But
Yeah.
if I'm like feeling like under the weather or something, right, I'll take slightly more. Okay. Now for children, for normal, you see, my kid, touch wood to say, all the kids in the class, they get fever or whatever, kid tak kena one. Okay. What I do with him is I let him have 5 ml. That's half a teaspoonful. Okay, 5 ml in the morning before he goes to school, and 5 ml in the evening before he goes to bed. That's what I do. That's a normal regime for my kid, which will definitely, I believe so, which will definitely provide his body with enough immune system to fight off whatever virus. Because it's not only about COVID, it's all sorts
Yeah,
of
it is.
bacteria
Yeah,
and
not only
all sorts
about
of
COVID.
viruses
It is about
every day. Flu,
improving your
influenza.
immunity and getting your basically we do not want comorbidity to come to us. I mean, having two or three types of diseases, diabetic lah, hypertension lah, then it will cause a lot of problem, especially people like me at the age of 58 going for 6 digit 6 series coming soon. So I think we need to improve our lifestyle before it's too late. So taking supplement would be a very good idea. So out there, if you have your parents, and then to try to get them to take olive leaf extract, at least if they don't want to take too many things, they can take this olive leaf extract as a daily kind of a supplement, and I think it will not go wrong. And I've been reading a lot of stuff, and so far there is no side effects or there is no severe condition attributed to taking olive leaf extract. But of course, we have to take it in moderation lah. Kalau kita kata take 10 meals a day, janganlah sampai 100 meals a day. So I think that is going to be over. Then you got stomach upset with too much oil in the tummy or so whatever. So at least take according to the recommendation. And I think if you take it regularly, I am sure it brings some benefits to your health and your immunity. So maybe you can take some question from the audience today, and
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I'd like to thank them
our
for
friends
listening,
from
and
online,
hopefully they will
yeah, our
learn
friends
something
online
from the
today.
presentation.
Yeah, if you have any questions regarding to immune system or to aqua olive extract as a whole, if you have any questions about, even if you want to ask about vaccines or all these things, I think Dato Dr. Nazlee will be the the right guy for us to ask. If you have any questions, do post it in the comment. I mean, please bear with us with the echo. I saw some comments from our audience about the echo, because I think because Datuk, today you are playing it on your speaker, right? So there could be some
Oh,
echo that they
okay, okay. Let's see.
yeah,
Maybe I should do the echo.
experiencing.
Ah,
Ah, wow,
there's
this
an
is
echo
so much better.
function. You should have mentioned that earlier.
Okay, okay. Now next time, Dato, we do headphone lah. Next time we do
Ah,
headphone. This
okay,
is
okay.
so much better. But anyway, if you have any questions regarding vaccines or regarding COVID, even because Dato has done extensive research and studies into COVID and the effects of vaccines and natural remedies onto the human body, right? So you can post those questions. I will try to get Dato to enlighten us about immune systems. Now, on a side note, I would like to share with you guys a bit about this aqua olive. Now, aqua olive is I think for at least for the Malaysian market, is a one of a kind supplement that really can cover a lot of the issues that we face in a day-to-day basis, because in terms of bacteria or viruses or chronic fatigue, like Dato was talking about brain issues or even blood circulation and heart issues. Like I was telling you guys earlier, relief sore throat. All this issue is what aqua olive has been proven over the years, because this product has been in Malaysia with us for more than 15 years already. So this is a proven product. So this is what I rely on actually. If I feel tiredness, if I feel tired, fatigue, and all these things, I drink aqua olive. Like yesterday, when I feel the sore throat, yesterday when I was even anak telan air liur pun, I pun susah tau. So what I do was just mix this aqua olive with just plain water, okay already. Okay, but what I did last night was, I didn't even mix it with water. I just swallow only. Okay, but
Yeah,
normally,
this
some of our fans, yeah, some of our fans and our members, right, they do have creative ways. Some of them, what they do is they mix some 10 to 20 ml of aqua olive with plain water, and then they mix they mix honey and also this lemon juice, honey and lemon juice, three items in one: aqua olive, honey, lemon juice, three in one. It is tasty, it is refreshing, and it is very, very healthy. That's what they do. So this is like my daily regime, okay, to take care of the health. And also, I mean, it's a good drink to drink. It is very tasty.
good. You have any comments or I'm sorry about the
Yeah, from
echo.
Miss Key.
So I hope.
No, it's okay. No, I think it's so much better. And I think from Miss Key, says that she loves aqua olive. She use it to burn her body fat. I think what she means is part of her diet regime every single day. Apart from taking our protein powder, okay, it helps her to detox very well. Detox, I think I think what she
Yes,
means
yes.
is
There's
it helps the
evidence
bowel
that you,
movement.
you lose your fat using aqua olive or olive leaf extract. It can reduce your
Yeah,
weight by burning your fat, so which is good.
yeah. Yeah, fat burning. I think because I know her personally, I know her, I know Miss Key. I think what she
Ah,
means is
okay.
it really helps her with her bowel movement as well.
Ah, yes. Okay, that's
That
part of weight management component.
Yeah, okay. Now, Dato, I think further questions from the audience today. I think that'll be the end of our sharing today.
Okay, all
Okay,
right.
all right.
But
Now,
I'm trying to
thank
write an article so that if we can publish an article. Last time was about stress, and
yes.
today we talk about olive leaf extract, which is quite good, and how to boost your immune system. That probably would be best for those of you who would like to benefit and trying to also share with other people. I think sharing is a very good way of sharing the benefit.
Yep.
But of course, the challenge will be to try to get some people to trust and use the product. So, but I think once they start using the product, I believe they will feel that they should have started much earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Like my friend Yuki was saying that. I mean, she would say it was lucky, but I think it's effort lah, that she was able to send our aqua olive all the way to the states
Yeah, you
for her
mentioned
family
yes.
who
Yeah,
was living in
early
the states.
recover, which is very
And
good.
yes, alhamdulillah,
Yeah,
her whole
alhamdulillah, they
family
recover.
managed to recover, managed to
Yeah.
recover from COVID-19. So I think it's a great news. I think those I mean, all of you or all friends who haven't tried, or if you have friends or family who are unfortunately got struck with COVID or other sicknesses, please do try. I mean, it's a good thing to share good news with them.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So,
So,
Dato,
yeah, if you have any
thanks for being
questions,
here today.
yeah, maybe you have any question, you can pass it to Mikhail. Mikhail can pass it to me, then we'll come back to you with some answers if you have some. And I can do a
No
little bit more
problem.
research. Especially, I didn't have time to put up all the slides because it would be longer session if I do that. Talking about all the active compounds in olive leaf extract. So maybe the article will help to supplement what we've been talking today. I hope I didn't bore you with too much science, but unfortunately, this topic you have to put a little bit of science, so that you can understand a bit more about when you talk about immune system. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's good that the Omni company has took care of the science. Okay, we just
Yeah, so that you
and
don't
it
have
just lets
to
us
think so much.
enjoy, yeah, enjoy the fruit
Yeah,
of the science.
exactly. We're trying to make
Okay,
it
so
so that people can understand easier.
exactly. So Dato, thanks for being here today and sharing
Thank
with
you.
us with
Thank
a
you.
lot of tips
Yeah, yeah,
lah. Not only in terms of COVID-19 or viruses as a whole. I think it's good that we learned that the olive leaf extract or aqua olive itself is very much beneficial to our general health as a whole. Thanks, Dato.
yeah. Okay. Good night.
We'll see you again
Uh,
soon.
yeah, 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 definitely. And stay safe. As I mentioned, maybe start having a better, healthy lifestyle. I think that's very important. We do our best anyway. God knows better, but at least we put our effort to improve our health and to take good food, good supplements, so that we can stay healthy and have a bit more quality of life. I think that would be good for us. Okay,
Thank you,
yes,
Dato.
yeah, thank you,
We'll
and
see you again
I
soon.
love sharing, my knowledge a bit, so that all of us can learn, and maybe some of the time we'll talk a bit more about bioactive compound. That's my main interest, and yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate your company this evening. And I leave you to that, and stay safe. Bye bye.
See you soon. Bye.